Want to get more from your measures and dimensions? You can create calculations in your stories that don't already exist in your models, so you can visualize new values. When you're visualizing data in stories, you can create a new calculation while adding a measure or dimension to a chart or table. Several different types of measure calculations are available, depending on what values you want to visualize. Aggregation calculations perform standard operations on other values such as sum, average, and count. Restricted measures return measure values only for specific dimension members in your dataset or model. The constant selection option flags the system to ignore all other filters, drills, and so on when performing the calculation. Basic calculated measures combine business functions, measures, and other calculations with formula functions, conditions, and mathematical operators. You can review supported functions by pressing Ctrl plus space. You can check the format to validate the formula. Date difference calculations determine the number of days, months, or years between two date dimensions and aggregate the resulting values. Difference from calculations compare measure values from two different time periods. Be aware that a time-based filter is required. Dimension to measure calculations convert numeric dimensions to measures so that the values can be aggregated. Finally, running total calculations calculate the values for each dimension member and add it to the next. Any dimensions used for the calculation must also be displayed in the chart or table. You can use the same process to create calculated dimensions. Basic calculated dimensions allow you to use functions such as if or concatenate to generate new values or group dimension members. Measure-based dimensions enable you to create a set of dimension members, each of which represents a specific numeric range for a measure, similar to how thresholds are defined in conditional formatting. You can customize how your calculated measures appear in your charts and tables by changing their scale, format, and number of decimal places, applying a custom unit, or changing them to percentages. This is just some of what you can do with calculations in stories. For more details about how to use calculations to get the most out of your visualizations, check out the links in the description and try it for yourself today.